Good morning. Right, we're back up and running. Got a new set of problems there because my phone's not compatible with whatever, I don't know, 4G, whatever 4G is. So, luckily my son's got a new one and I've got his old one. But I don't know how long this video is for. Because my other one's used to this, but I don't know what this is like. So, it might be a two-parter, I don't know. I believe it's the 12th. So, I've put my cards too far away. So let's maybe see if I can move that. I'm not used to such a big table. Oh, steady. Nearly had you. There we go. So, let's have a look then. Oh, we start on the Hanged Man. Sacrifices. Dear. And we do have a song. I think they've given us it once before. A long time ago. It's Give Me Some. Give me some of your sweet love. So I'm giving you some love today. I'm hoping that you give it back. Let's see. Bit rusty. Lost a deck of cards as well. Well, not lost a deck of cards. I found some cards and I thought, well, this is a bit odd. Where they come from when I was moving. And I tried to find the deck that they come from and I can't. And that's not like me because I know exactly where my cards are. So, there's a mystery to be solved. I'll let you know if I find them. So the 12th is the Hanged Man, Prometheus, Odin. It's about the liver, feet and toes, Pisces. And there he is in the third spot. So, about boundaries, about putting your boundaries in place. And not being selfish, but not letting people walk all over you either. So, finding the balance, if you like. But there's no denying it's the Hanged Man as well, so it's financial, emotional, spiritual, mental, suicide. Because obviously of the sacrifices that you make to people. So, where to begin? We're running out of options. We've got to narrow down our options. We've got to prioritise, if you like. 7 months. We've got a financial backer, a businessman, someone that maybe once wore a uniform, or someone who was a darker complexion. Older man, very generous, good friend. We've got Sweet William there, so the name William is important, and the watermelons. How to pick a watermelon. Make sure you've got 3 fingers, or is it 2 fingers? I can't remember, between the stripes. 2 fingers sounds more like it, doesn't it? Yeah, a very good and generous friend. You have the moral high ground, so you're the one in the right. So stand your ground. You have a decision to make. Right now you might not be sure of all the facts. You might be in denial. Or you might be protecting others. 2 weeks. Mercury retrograde. I'm going to have to get up on me astrology again as well, aren't I? So some Mercury retrograde may have come or gone or be nowhere at all. But we are not putting our boundaries in place. We've got to learn to say no to certain things. Prioritise. The snake there, that's the shear. Hanging yourself out to dry for other people, it's not good luck. You may feel like your hands are tied, but there is issues with the feet and toes, the liver, and learning to say no. 10 days, you're on the last stretch. Don't give up, because you're not almost home. 10 days. That burden can be lifted. But as soon as you find that you've got enough money or enough time or whatever, somebody will come to ask for it. And you've got to learn to say no. So, 10 years, somebody's been draining your finances, draining your energy. It might not be with malice, it might be unintentionally, but they are taking from you what you need for yourself. So, fill your own cup, find some peace, happiness returns. 1 month. The lotus flower rises from the muck of the swamp, the peace of the dove, the conception of a new beginning, and it's a happy one. How lovely is that to start? So, but you've got to learn to say no and prioritise. There'll be no apologies, or maybe you don't need to apologise. Hell will freeze over first. This could be, again, a younger energy in uniform, so this could be a family member. It could be to do with agriculture, finances, career, but it's come to a full stop. Somebody's being stubborn, somebody's refusing to move, to budge. It's also Manchester, the terrorism, when it's this way up, the bees. So watch out for that. Could be someone in uniform, could be somebody of a dark complexion. It's Virgo energy. I didn't say that was Capricorn energy. It's Virgo energy. Not necessarily a Virgo person, but it's the energy that it gives. Somebody's not budging. So that's why you're running out of options. So it's time to walk away. Leave the misery of the past behind and do what is necessary. 8 months. Children, if you're worried about the children, don't. Because there's happiness there. There may be somebody returning from the past, fond memories of the past. As far as it goes, that's moral high ground. Number 10, which is my new number, brings great changes for the better. Wheel of Fortune is turning in your favour. Missed opportunities here that should have been taken perhaps a year ago. A door is closed to you, or you feel like it is. You're wasting your time banging your head against a brick wall, getting nowhere where you are. So it's time to lay that burden down. tower. Neptune in Pisces. There needs to be an explosive event. Something that brings that tower. Excuse me, sneeze on a Thursday, sneeze for better. Brings that tower down. Total destruction of the old way of doing things. It's arguments, accidents, losses within the home. But in the end, it's a blessing in disguise. So don't be afraid to stand up for yourself. Lose your temper if you have to. Maybe you've been reining yourself in a bit too much. But these are the ivory towers that we build for ourselves that become prisons. And we need to bring those walls down. Secrets, sacrifices at your own altar. You've got to stop doing this. Somebody's been put at the gate of hell through other people. They've let the negativity in, financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. And that has to stop. Somebody feels like they can't speak up. They can't speak their mind. This is toxic marriages, this is daughters, this is hostages, this is Persephone. 2 and 29. 16. So 10, 16 is positive, 2 and 29 is negative. Somebody here is doing up to no good, doing something behind someone's back, and they haven't been found out yet. And others are suffering because of it. Yeah, there it is again. Number 9. 9 days. The 10th day you lay the burden down, but for 9 days there is something here that you're wasting your time with. You're banging your head against a brick wall, trying to convince something or someone, and it's not working. Yeah, somebody refuses to stand on their own 2 feet, so they're still there with their hand out, waiting. 9 years. Put up with this. This is a need to find your independence. To stand on your own 2 feet, within or without a relationship, a job, whatever it is. Be yourself. Be proud. Yeah, there is Scorpio energy now. It's shared resources, probably, or the reproductive organs. Issues with birth. Excuse me. Water sign energy, so emotional. Somebody is depressed, emotionally barren, really. They don't know how to feel, positively or negatively. So that could be a lot of manipulation, jealousy, etc. There's a marriage here that's over, or a friendship that's broken, or losing faith in something or someone. Taurus energy, Simon Peter, lost keys. 3 problems to solve. It's selling your soul to the devil, and possibly even your daughter, because they're in hell. These 2 are a divine couple, High Priestess and High Priest, and they're both in hell. Possibly a toxic marriage, possibly a toxic friendship, whatever it is. it's not happy. He feels like his throat's been cut and can't talk. So again, unable to speak. You're not voicing your truth. 5 and 23. Negative energy. Yeah. Impatience to move forwards. Your ships haven't come in yet, so it's impossible to do so. Now we have a couple again. She may be, or a Scorpio of any gender, but she may be depressed, unhappy. But it seems the family, and he, Cancer, the family unit, children, etc., are happy. So she might try and spoil it. These are not, they're not on the same page emotionally. He has love for something or someone, she doesn't. Simple as that. So, Alice, stubbornness, so like I said, they're going nowhere. They're sticking their heels in and being stubborn. They refuse to see the possibilities. They think, like Alice did, there's no way through that doorway. There's always a way. You just have to turn your world upside down like the Hanged Man and see things from a different angle. This is greed, this is stubbornness, this is holding on to people and things and situations long after it's over. So, control, really. Injustice, 8 or 26. Legally, this is not right. Morally, this is not right. And everybody knows it. And maybe fights on the steps of the courts. So somebody may be going to court and this isn't right. Spirit is saying this is not right. This is not how it's supposed to be. There is an ending here. Something's dead, done, dusted. Enough is enough. They're sick of this injustice and they need it to end. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger, but there is a death possible in this one. It needs to end. And there's Pisces leaving the building. So, what shall we have? Because I'm a bit rusty now, aren't I? We'll have a rune. And we'll keep it short today till I get back into the swing of it all. See if this video got all uploaded and everything. So give me some. Your sweet love. She's refusing to. He's ready to give love. He wants to give love. Hagalaz, the wrath of nature, the destruction of uncontrolled forces. There we are. Storms. Storms are brewing. Especially the weather or within your unconscious, tempering, testing, and a trial, perhaps courts. So, inclement weather, Hagalaz, is also Hela. There we are, the gates of hell. Hagalaz in the upright. So, there it is. Hegel is the whitest of grain. It whirled from the vaults of heaven and tossed about by gusts of wind and melts into the water. So watch for a sign from spirit coming from heaven, something white falling from the sky, including white feathers. Haggle is cold grain and driving sleet, and the sickness the serpent brings. And there's the sickness, so somebody may become ill and sadly pass. The letter H, it literally means hail or sleet. The rune thus suggests cold winds and bad weather. Since the ancient Norse people were great travellers, especially by sea, such weather conditions were not only disruptive but dangerous. So on that Three of Wands, usually there is someone waiting for the ships to come in. So ships, sea, lighthouses, anything to do with travel across water. Be alert, be aware, because this is a warning. It's the cold grey widowmaker, someone passing. So maybe, like I said, if you've just lost your life partner or something like that, they're sending you lots of love. You may be depressed, but they're sending cheers, darling. Chin up. It's all going to be okay. The rune is also associated, but put your foot down with certain people, they're saying. The venom of a serpent. So snake bites. We used to have a drink called snake bite years ago. So out of chaos, this is the chaos, comes order. But we've got to have that chaos first. So don't be afraid of the chaos. This is Hela. So, she was thought to be a mouldering corpse on the right side of her face, and yet a beautiful woman on the left. So a two-faced woman. This dreadful goddess was the ruler of the world of the dishonoured dead. So there she is. The guardian of roads and passageways between worlds. Hagalaz is said to represent Halloween. So October the 31st may mean something very important to you. This is the unknown that we're going into. A frightening and mysterious event. A sudden disruptive thing that's about to occur in your life. And it will turn your world on its head for a while. Well done, Spirit. The Hanged Man. Where's he gone? There he is. So it's turning your world upside down. You will have very little power to avert these happenings, which, like cold Arctic winds, will blow hard and confuse your senses with swirling sleet. This meaning could be taken quite literally as disruptions to travel due to inclement weather, but it is more likely that its interpretation goes beyond the literal. It is fortunate that the cold winds of icy reality are set to blow and will soon yield softer breezes. So hope is implicit. All that you have to do is sit tight, make sure you wrap up warm. It's rune of gamblers also, especially those who are prepared to take risks. It's the 9th of the Elder Fulthurk series, so Sagittarius and Virgo. It is correspondence with the number 9. So the number 9 is very important. So this is our room for now. I am sorting a room out upstairs. Oh, see? No peace for the wicked. No rest. Not yet. Number 22. The fool's journey has not begun yet. 22. So, this is your challenge. You're running around like an headless chicken, getting nowhere. Overdoing anything just makes you a human doing, not a human being. This is a sign to be careful, or you will become physically ill, or at the very least, unable to enjoy your life. Be still. It's time to meditate, take time out, or you'll make some mistakes that you will regret later. Don't worry, all the things that you're trying to manage will still be there when you're ready to move forward again. Only then will you have cleared your head and be able to think clearly. So, need to have some peace, need to sort yourself out. Stop running around like an headless chicken. There's still a bit of that for me. So, they're giving us chowing at us, aren't they? And finally, I've got to travel backstage to see my son and sort him out. You are protected. No matter what, Spirit have got your back. So, it's time to call back your power. Stop giving it away to others. You need to keep it for yourself for now. 104. Otherwise, you're going to drain yourself. So, you're being called to protect your energy and call back your power. May all the lost pieces return home now. Take a look at who and what drains your energy. So there's the people draining your energy with their hand out. There's your last stretch. You're on the last stretch coming home. Don't keep your tabs open. So that includes on your computer. So you remember to shut down. Give yourself time for yourself. You don't have to answer the phone. You don't have to log into Facebook all day. Log out. Give yourself some peace. Stop listening to what other people say so that you can empty your mind so you can think for yourself. Shut down energetically each night. Energetic cords are formed between people, places, objects and events. So it's important to keep checking in. So nobody's saying don't go on it forever. Just don't leave it open on your phone. Some people have hundreds of tabs open on the phone. I don't understand it. Your energetic space is sacred, so treat it as such. Keeping your energy clear will take work. As we go through life, we can give away our power. So it's important that we call it back by cutting energetic cords and doing a form of healing known as soul retrieval. Can you think of a traumatic event, relationship or soul memory that you are being called to call back your power from? Check into your body now and see which chakra feels like it needs a bit of energetic cleanup. Look at the card and repeat, I call back any lost soul fragments, power or light now. Any vows, soul contracts, hexes or programs from the past or present, from this life or others, that are not in the highest good of all. I relinquish now any power or light that I have willingly or unwillingly given away or had taken from me. I call back now. Any cords or attachments from this life or others are released now for the highest good of all, and so it is, and so it is, and so it mote it be. So, look after yourself. Keep that energy for yourself. It's needed. So this is the new room. This is the music room. I might take you on a little tour when it's all done. But this is us for now. So thanks for listening. I'm always grateful. Thank you for still being there. Love and light. Speak soon.